The
Yep.
Yankees have an automatic W in the Orioles. That's 10 wins right there.
Well,
Maybe you lose one. Maybe you
yeah.
go 9-1 against the O's.
Humble yourself, please. My God.
right.
You guys have not won a championship since 2009.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. It's the regular season episode. Finally, there's baseball. Luis, how are you feeling, my man? What did it look like?
Manny, got to be honest with you, man. When I heard it was going to be a 60-game season, I was like, who cares? You know, the world is ending. Baseball's not going to be the same. But I am pumped for Thursday, so much so that I took the day off and I took the following day off to watch these games, drink some beers, and just pretend that for 3 hours, 6 hours, if I decide to watch the West Coast game, that the world is back to normal.
Admit it. You really wanted to take off so you can see the Garrett Cole in pinstripes. Come on, man. Although he's going to be away, so technically you won't have pinstripes.
Well, since you're trying to talk shit between Red Sox and Yankees, the real reason I took the day off is because we might be getting together that day to film some exclusive content. So, yes, that's why I took the day off.
But mostly because you want to see Garrett Cole as a member of the New York Yankees. Finally.
So you think the Yankees are gonna win that game? Is what you're saying?
I think it's gonna be a pitcher's duel. I think that the brief summer camp, quote unquote, is favoring the pitchers because pitchers could continue doing the workouts. It's not like the pitchers had to work on timing or anything throughout this entire shutdown.
Yeah.
Whereas hitters, you need to see live pitching to get your timing down. They haven't had enough time. You could see it in summer camp that a lot of these hitters they don't look so great. So yet. So I think Thursday, especially that first series, maybe the first 2 series, first 2 weeks, it's going to be pitching heavy. So it's going to be Scherzer versus Garrett Cole. No DH in the NL anymore, so you don't have that benefit. And I think that I personally, just based on what I've seen from Garrett Cole this summer camp, I'm favoring Garrett Cole personally.
I haven't really. All I saw from Max Scherzer was that Didi hit a grand slam off him. I think
that Bryce Harper shot.
It was Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper hit a bomb off him. Yeah. Are the Nats home or away?
Home. And there was a chance that they weren't going to be able to play in Nats Park, but now DC is giving the permission to host teams, so they will be able to play at home.
Yeah, and I think Dr. Fauci is throwing out the first pitch. I don't know why.
Sir.
It's such a random guy to select, but I want to say that I think the Nats will win that game 5-2.
Wow, 5-2. You hear it here first. I wish we had some sound effects. That's a sound effect.
5-2.
5-2. Give me your rationale here, man. No Zimmerman. Not that he, makes that big of a difference, but no Zimmerman. No Ross. Again,
I will do no such thing. We'll use no evidence to back up my claim. Just a feeling.
Juan Soto. I'm not sure if Juan Soto reported to camp yet.
What I'm saying is that if I went to place a bet for that game that day and the over and under was 6 runs, I'd be like, give me the over and give me the Nats money line.
Wow.
Yeah. But we're not here to talk about that single game.
Okay.
Let's get into some American League only. We'll talk about National League later in the
next
week.
episode.
Let's get into some American League predictions. Manny,
let's do it.
What do we got? You want to start with the AL East?
Let's start with the AL East, man.
Let's do
Yankees,
it, man.
Sox, Jays, Orioles, Rays. Let's process of elimination. Who's the worst team in the division? Let's get it out of the way. Okay, Red Sox, right? Boom.
The Orioles.
Done.
The Orioles.
Let's move
boom.
on.
Orioles. Boom. Done.
Orioles,
The Red Sox had the best lineup last year. Let's not.
Wait, best lineup?
Yeah. Scored the most runs.
Let me just do a quick fact check here. Is that okay with you?
Sure, man. We edit.
Fact check.
We edit.
Did you say we get it? Get what?
We edit. We edit.
We edit.
E-I-T. We eat. We edit it.
Okay, Red Sox runs. Let's see here. Most runs in baseball, the New York Yankees, 943 runs in 2019. The Boston Red Sox were 4th with 901. Good try, buddy. Not bad. 4th place, not bad. But You just weren't the Yankees, man. That's all I'm saying.
I am not afraid. Yep, the Yankees. You're right, man.
I mean,
Red Sox,
you could
but
try to rewrite history, but it's just
no. Wait a second. The Red Sox, I think they must have been first in runs the year before or something. But the point is, they're not the worst team in the American League East, especially since they were fourth in runs last year. And our lineup at Verdugo, I mean, I know we don't have Mookie anymore, but I still think we're solid, man. We're solid. The
Mookie's a
Orioles are the
big
worst team. The Orioles are
Mookie.
the worst team in the AL East.
No, you're right. The Orioles are the worst team. And I
Followed
think
by
that the
Blue
Blue
Jays.
Jays are next
Yep.
in that list. Though they're on the come up. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Blue Jays fell ahead of the Red Sox this year, man. I'm not gonna lie. I could see the Red Sox going as low as fourth this year in the
All
AL
right.
East.
All right. I can't make much. I don't think the Blue Jays are as atrocious as the Baltimore Orioles. So
And I don't think the Jays are better than the Red Sox, but we're finally gonna see a full. We're gonna see Vladdy Guerrero with a full season under his belt already.
yep. Bichette.
Bo Bichette, the Kevin Biggio's of the world.
Ryu. They got Ryu. They added Ryu
Got
to the
Ryu,
lineup.
right? They're an improved team. I still think the Red Sox are better, but all I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised if the Jays fell ahead of the Red Sox. All I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
And I gotta say, I don't see the Yankees losing the division. I think the Yankees will win the division. I think the Rays will do well, but I also wouldn't be surprised if the Rays don't take the wild card either.
Yeah, I think in the AL East, I think it's the Yankees division to lose, though I wouldn't be surprised if the Rays stole it away. I think it would be a disappointment, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. So, yeah.
You know what it is with the Rays? It's like I don't know what to make of Blake Snell anymore.
I know. What is he? Is he that Cy Young pitcher, or is what we saw last year the real Blake Snell? Even though he was hurt a lot last year.
He was hurt a lot, but not even that. Just to mention, like the circumstances. Like he was one of the big proponents of not wanting to play under these conditions. I don't know if there was a deadline to opt out of the season, but if there's not, he could still opt out of the season.
He still could. You could opt out at any point, I think.
Yeah, Tyler Glasnow. I know it was against the Astros and the whole tipping pitches thing, but the fact that we thought the Astros were cheating anyways, but still, you don't really know what Glasnow's going to be either. I mean, the biggest game of his career was horrible, if you think about it. So
he took responsibility for that loss. He said that he was tipping pitches, that he could see it, and even if they were banging trash cans, he doesn't think that's any excuse for him to lose the way he lost. So big ups to Tyler Glasnow. So I think we agree that it's the Yankees division to lose, and you also, and I do too, put the Rays in contention for the wild card, right?
I put them in contention for the wild card, but I also don't think they will be in the wild card. They lost Tommy Pham too. I mean,
yeah, you don't think that it's a lock
for the Rays to go through the wild card? No, I don't think it's a lock.
I
do think it's a lock. I do think it's a lock for the Yankees to win the division, but
anything could happen, man. I'm not gonna say that the Rays could do it.
Yeah,
the Rays could definitely.
Obviously, the Rays can definitely. Yeah, man. I mean, we can go all day. The Red Sox could do it.
Okay, now, all right. Let's move on to the AL Central.
Before we move on, I need you to. It's anybody's game. The Red Sox can do it. Just please.
No, you're right. They can. I'm just messing with you. I mean, look at that lineup. Xander Bogaerts. You got Rafi Devers. You got. That's it, man. That's all I can say. Now, JD Martinez. I'm just kidding. You got a decent squad. I mean, you could score some runs, and clearly, based on what I've been seeing this spring or summer camp, whatever the fuck it's called, is a lot of home runs. So if these balls are juiced, it's going to be a hitter's game at some point this year, and the Red Sox can hit. So let's move on to the Central. I think it's the Twins to lose the division. They added Josh Donaldson. You have Nelson Cruz on the squad still. You have Max Kepler, who came into his own. That team is so deep. The only thing that I'm concerned with them about is pitching. But again, they could slug their way through that division. That division was super weak last year. So I think it's the Twins to lose.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Tims. I think the Twins will take the division. I think the White Sox,
they're better
and
this year.
Indians will battle for second place. I think the White Sox also are on the come up. Eloy Jimenez, beast.
That kid, Luis Robert, looks like a beast, like a monster, man.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if he's going to be on that opening day roster. Probably not.
I don't see why not, man.
Because I think they want to develop him. Doesn't he need more time like developing? I know sometimes there's phenoms like Juan Soto that can skip rounds and everything, but at the same time, it doesn't hurt to take your time with a prospect like that either.
What I'm thinking is there's no minor league baseball, so I want this kid to get reps. And if
Yeah.
you're playing in a season where I don't think the White Sox are ready yet. Even though they added Yasmani Grandal, they have
Dallas Keuchel,
Gio Gonzalez, guys like that and stuff. I still don't think they're ready yet. So why not get this kid some reps? Let him play. You'll get big league experience here. No fans, no pressure. I personally, I think he's gonna play. I would put him out there to play. Why the fuck not? What's gonna happen?
The White Sox also have this guy, the guy from the Red Sox, second baseman. Forget his name.
Not Yoan Moncada.
Yoan Moncada.
Okay, so here's the thing about Yoan Moncada. He's on my team, and I hope that this person I sent a trade offer to doesn't hear this before he decides on whether or not he should accept the trade. But Yoan Moncada, if I'm not mistaken, you're gonna love this, Luis, the highest BABIP of any player in the league last season. He had a 406 BABIP.
BABIP is batting average of balls in play.
Yeah.
And so the theory is that a high BABIP could just mean that you're getting lucky.
That's one of the things. I mean, when he puts the ball in play, they're falling for hits essentially. So, and he strikes out a ton. I know that strikeouts don't matter. We've been saying that for a long time. You believe it, I believe it. Just kidding, you don't believe it. But I don't think I think he's a decent player. He had a tremendous season last year, but I have a feeling that maybe that was an aberration, a little bit of an aberration.
I didn't realize he missed so much time last year, and I think I had him on my team as well. Yeah, he had a breakout year last year. I think that he has even more to give.
Sidebar. Here's the offer I made, and I know you're going to say that I'm dumb, but I have a good feeling about this guy this year, and I have some reasons why. But I offered Yoan Moncada for Robbie Ray. What do you think?
What is it about Robbie Ray and this league that we're in? You guys love Robbie Ray. Why? The high strikeouts?
The high strikeouts. He changed his pitching stance this year. He lost some weight. Not his pitching stance. Is that even a thing? His windup. Yeah. I just have a feeling that he's going to deceive a lot more hitters, and he's going to be a lot more dominant. He's been dominant in summer camp, but I mean, it's only summer camp. So, but I have a good feeling about him this year. So I made that offer.
I mean, if you're asking which player I'd rather have going into a season is Yoan Moncada. Because once again, like if we're to believe this whole balls or juice thing, I'm favoring hitters going into the season.
Yeah.
Unless you're one of the top tier pitchers like Garrett Cole and Max Scherzer and DeGrom and those guys, I'd rather start the season with Yoan Moncada. But yeah, man, it's really not a bad trade, especially if Robbie Ray, the high strikeout output is like a huge deal. Yeah. I think it's an okay trade. But like I was saying, I think Yoan Moncada's ceiling hasn't been reached yet. And I don't think last year what was the word that you used so eloquently?
That it was an aberration, a little bit of an aberration. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying his BABIP is very high.
The guy, 24 years old. I think he still hasn't reached his full potential. So I'm expecting to see a better season, like, in terms of what a guy can do in 60 games this year.
I forgot where I heard this from, but I don't even know who the comparison was, but I think Yoan Moncada has like the highest BABIP in like, I don't know how many years. Like, I think it's been like something like 40 or 50 years or some shit like that. So, again, not shitting on him. He was a top prospect. The Red Sox gave up a lot. I mean, they traded him away for Chris Sale. So the White Sox gave up a lot for him.
Yeah.
So I think that he's a real deal. I have a lot of hitters, man. I need a pitcher. But anyway.
So I don't know what's going on with the Tigers or the Royals, but one of those teams are going to be in last place.
Yeah. Same. I agree. I think it's going to be Tigers in last place, Royals.
So now fourth. Tigers, Royals, and Orioles, going back to the AL East. I still think the Orioles get the worst record.
Yeah, same here.
Jesus Christ.
Moving on. AL West. I think the Astros are still the top dog in that division.
I would have to agree. And a lot of people are counting out the Angels, but they just got Anthony Rendon,
Yeah.
who had an MVP season last year. I don't think that's going to stop. I think Trout will continue being Trout. Shohei Ohtani is back to
Yeah.
pitch and hit. If not for the Oakland Athletics, I think the Angels could have a better chance at getting in there. I don't count the Angels out as a wild card team, my friend.
And don't sleep on the Rangers. They got Corey Kluber. They have Lance Lynn, who had a good season last year. Minor still on the team. They have a decent pitching squad. A new building. Again, no fans, but new building. Maybe the balls won't fly out of that stadium like they did in the other stadium.
You know, I think the Mariners are the worst team in that division, but
Yeah.
I don't see when I see the Texas Rangers, I just think a bunch of old guys like got a team together and gonna do their best. I don't see the Kluber thing panning out with the Rangers, and I might be contradicting myself at an earlier episode because I could probably remember myself saying, "Man, that Kluber trade was good." Like, shout out to Kluber on the Rangers. That's gonna be a good deal. But today, July 20th, I don't think Kluber's gonna work out for the Rangers. Yeah, the Astros will still take the division.
And if you look at the A's roster versus the Angels roster, I think the Angels roster is almost a little bit more attractive. Like that Anthony Rendon addition is huge, I think. Yeah. And I can't remember Mike Trout having like a hitter of that caliber in that lineup. You had Albert Pujols, but by the time Pujols went to the Angels, he wasn't the same anymore. So I think that's going to deepen that lineup. It's going to add a lot of protection. I think guys like Pujols could have a better season this year because he's probably going to see more pitches.
Scott Pujols, Andrelton Simmons, David Fletcher, my guy.
He's on my team.
I
love that he plays so many different positions, man.
Cole
slot him in anywhere. Cole Calhoun is okay.
Is Justin Upton still on the Angels?
I do not believe so. Yeah, he is. Justin Upton is on there.
Another talented guy. And I know they added another pitcher as well.
I'm looking right now at their pitching. You got Andrew Haney, Julio Teheran. He's on the IL though. I think he might have reported late to camp, but I know that he started throwing, so he should be back. He might miss a start or two. Dylan Bundy, their starting rotation is kind of Shohei Ohtani, Patrick Sandoval, Felix Pena, Matt Andres, Griffin Canning. You have that guy. Who the hell is that guy?
I don't know, but I hear good things. And let's not get into the specifics about my fantasy baseball team. But we are facing each other the first week, so
we are.
Maybe we should get into it.
Wait, not yet. First, we're predicting Yankees, Twins, Astros win their divisions, right?
You know what? Yeah, all right, fine. I don't know where I was going with that. Astros, Twins, and Yankees. What was your next question?
Okay, let's try to predict the wild card. So for me, I think the wild card becomes the most interesting conversation because I think so many teams could possibly compete for it. For me, the most realistic options are the Red Sox, the Indians. I think the White Sox are a lot better. I think they could compete for it, especially in that division. The Oakland A's, the Los Angeles Angels I have here, and I have the Tampa Bay Rays. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams that are competing for 2 spots, essentially. I think the season is going to be – I'm sorry, man. I'm so fucking back and forth with the season. But I think the season is going to be awesome if it goes through because there's so few games that everybody's going to – they have to put their all into it to play into these to get these slots. You know what I'm saying? Like –
And it's like I always feel like we have to watch – every game is going to be relevant. Like teams. I think I saw that tweet earlier this year, or when it was decided that it was going to be a 60-game season. It'll be like the last 2 weeks or the last week of the season, and mathematically, like all these teams will still not be eliminated. It's going to be September, so all these teams are still going to be in the hunt for wild card. By the way, did we both agree that the AL West was the tougher division?
I think the West is definitely the toughest division, yeah.
I do think the West is a tougher division, so that might hurt the chances of the wild card team coming out of there, which I said the Rays wouldn't go through the wild card before, so I think it's going to be like the Indians, if not the Indians, Angels, or Athletics. It's going to be tough for the wild card.
Okay. I think it's going to be the Rays, and then I think it's going to be probably the A's. Shamania's coming back. Mike Fiers had a good season last year. Snitches get stitches. Frankie Montas was decent last year. Marcus Semien.
Jesus Luzardo. Young left-hander. Was he the one that got caught with PEDs?
Maybe. That name stands out for some reason to me, and I don't know why. It might be that.
Well, he's back.
Yeah, but that seems kind of boring. If it's the Rays, the A's, Astros, Twins, and Yankees, it's the same exact.
Well,
that made it last year.
Well, here's the thing, Manny. The Yankees will lose to the Twins in the playoffs.
You think this is going to be the season that the Yankees?
This is going to be the season where the Twins catch the Yankees slipping.
It's going to have to be in the ALCS because they're not going to face each other in the ALDS because the Yankees are going to have the best record in the American League. I'm just telling you right now, man. They're going to have the best record of the American League.
Jesus Christ, man. You never learn, do you, man?
And they're going to have to see them in the ALCS, man. And by then, maybe we find a cure for the coronavirus. We let fans in the stadium, and
I might edit this to appear in the beginning of the video, but all the predictions being made today are assuming that, one guy doesn't catch the COVID and locks down the whole entire, East Coast for
imagine
for like 2 months. These are all just predictions, assuming that everything's gonna flow as if the COVID won't impact a roster. Like that's how I'm looking at it. Obviously, anything can happen. The Yankees might have the best record, which means they would face off with the wild card team. But maybe the Twins are the wild card team. I mean, you never know. I just think that Yankees will face off with the Twins, and they will finally get over that Jordan, Detroit Pistons hump, LeBron, Celtics hump, Twins, Yankees hump.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to predict that the wild card is going to be the Rays and the Red Sox, man. Boston Red Sox going
the
to the
Rays
wild card
and the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're both coming out of the East.
It just feels like they're facing off each other so much within the division that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just doing that to see if I could jinx them, to see if this jinx thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. All right, I get you. Right, yeah, that's good.
No,
good,
seriously
good.
though.
Good one, man.
As for some reason, the Angels are standing out to me.
I want the Angels to wild card it up.
So I'm gonna go Yankees, Twins, Astros for the division, and then Rays, Angels. Those are my predictions.
So
veremos.
Let's say Yankees, Twins, Astros, the wild card team. Let's paint a ALDS scenario. Yankees versus.
I think either the Yankees or the Astros are going to have the best record. But to your point, the Astros are playing in a pretty tough division, aside from the Mariners.
Yeah.
I
feel like that AL West division is going to come down. It's going to be September, and we still don't know who is the clear-cut division winner. And it's also going to be in play for the wild card as well.
We're also not taking into consideration the NL West too. They also have to face the Dodgers. They also have to face the Diamondbacks. They also have to face a Padre team that's more improved. The Yankees have an automatic W in the Orioles. That's 10 wins right there. Well, maybe you lose one. Maybe you go 9-1 against the O's.
Humble yourself, please. My God, right? You guys have not won a championship since 2009.
It's the Orioles. I think the Red Sox can go 9-1 against the Orioles.
It's just these claims that you make. Those are 10 wins, right? Are you kidding me, Manny?
They face the Marlins also.
The Yankees.
Follow me here. The Yankees are going to face the Marlins as well.
Hand them the trophy already. Jesus.
So I think the Yankees basically, I'm admitting the Yankees have an easier schedule than the Astros do.
Okay. Yeah.
So the Yankees are going to have the best record. So that the Yankees will face the wild card. So it's going to be Astros versus Twins in the ALDS, and it's going to be Yankees versus either the Rays or the Angels. I think the Rays are a tougher matchup than the Angels are. But yeah. All right. And then I think number 28's in the bag, basically.
So the Yankees have the best record and face off against the wild card team, whoever that may be. they're not losing to that wildcard team in your eyes.
No. I think if it's the Angels, we should win we should defeat the Angels. If it's the Rays,
it's a little.
I think it's a tougher matchup.
Also, you guys would have faced off against the Rays like 1/3 of your season, so
yeah.
So
they have more. They've seen our pitchers more. You know what I mean?
So then that leaves AL West versus AL Central, Twins, Astros. I'm predicting the Twins meet the Yankees in the playoffs. So to me, the Twins beat the Astros once and for all.
Okay, so
they slugged their way past the ALDS.
So we have Twins, Yankees, ALCS. I think this is a repeat of 2009 when Alex Rodriguez just dominated. Alex Rodriguez had to mention him for you, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
And then the Yankees, 4-game sweep against the Twins. They go right into the World Series.
No.
Let's go. I can't wait, man. This season's going to be amazing.
So we're predicting Twins or Yankees go advance to the World Series. I think Josh Donaldson, man, is going to put up some numbers this year.
I think so too. In that division with that lineup.
Shout out to me for drafting him early.
That was a good pick, man.
Yeah, I know you like Josh Donaldson. Who do you want for him, man?
I love me some Josh Donaldson, man.
I'm looking for an arm.
You want an arm? I mean, you want to completely deplete my my team? I'll give you Johnny Cueto. Johnny Cueto for Josh Donaldson, straight up. Let's do it.
I'll pass.
Put her there.
Why don't we get into some awards?
And then we can talk about our fantasy, how I'm gonna wipe the floor with you. You're gonna hate my predictions, man. But I combed through this. I really did the research today, and you're gonna hate my picks. But fuck it, man. It is what it is. AL MVP, I think it's gonna be Aaron Judge, man. I think Judge is gonna dominate this season. He's gonna have a healthy 60 games. I don't know who else in the American League offensively. Mike Trout, obviously. Like, you're gonna have to go through Mike Trout, but who else? Who else, man? There's no more Mookie Betts in the division.
Damn, man.
He's gone.
That hurt.
He's in the West now. I'm going Judge.
Okay. So is Aaron Judge still in play for comeback player of the year since he missed significant time last year?
Didn't he play like 100 games, or am I making that up?
I don't know, man. That whole last season was a blur, wasn't it? Like the regular season, I mean. I know the Twins got the home run record and Yankees were like one short. And I know how the playoffs played out. Maybe because the Red Sox were kind of out of it earlier than I thought. I kind of tuned out most of the season, but
102 games last year.
All right, so he wouldn't be in comeback player of the year.
I wouldn't consider him there. I think you have guys like Miguel Cabrera. No, Miguel Cabrera played a full season. I'm thinking Miggy Cabrera because I wanted to pick him as my comeback player of the year because he looks slimmer in summer camp. He looks healthier. He looks like he's ready to have a good season this year. But I'm pretty sure he played a full season last year.
So what counts? Okay, let me give you my answer for MVP. For the fact that Francisco Lindor, I think it's a contract season for him.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Francisco Lindor.
He's a beast, man.
Shocks the world and takes AL MVP.
I think if the Indians are out of it at the trade deadline, which is sometime in August, I think he gets traded.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. He's a free agent at the end of the season. You get something for him if you can. I'll take him.
I'm going Francisco Lindor. I don't want to give Judge credit for winning an MVP because that's the mind state that I went into last year. If you go back far enough, in this historic podcast, you might catch wind of me prior to the 2019 season saying, "Yeah, Judge, man, I got Judge winning MVP," and I drafted him second round on my fantasy baseball team, and the guy stunk it up. He wasn't healthy. And when he was healthy, he stopped hitting home runs. So
now, like Yankees fans, if the Yankees suck this year, I take full responsibility because now I'm going to give you my AL Cy Young prediction. And I'm going Garrett Cole, guys. I thought he was robbed last year. He looks decent this year. He's not decent. He looks like he's ready to fucking kill somebody this year. I'm going Garrett Cole for the AL Cy Young. I'm going a Yankee at MVP and a Yankee at Cy Young.
Are you a Yankee fan by any chance?
A little bit.
Hmm.
Just a little bit.
Just to go against the grain of my good pal Manuel, I don't want to choose Garrett Cole, man. That whole thing is just too perfectly tied up in there.
I mean, you could go Kluber. You could go.
Not Kluber.
You could go Justin Verlander.
God, there's like nobody on that Garrett Cole. I don't know about Justin Verlander because is he even back yet? Is he even healthy?
He's healthy. Yeah, he's back.
He's 100% back.
Yeah.
Give me Charlie Morton for the AL
What?
Cy Young.
You have
Charlie
Bieber.
Morton.
You have
Charlie
Bieber.
Morton.
Bieber fever. No,
Charlie
Morton.
Charlie Morton for the American League Cy Young. I think Garrett Cole's gonna do great, but man, like it's just too easy, isn't it? It's never the guy. It's never the guy that it's never the too easy guy. Even though DeGrom disproved that 2 years in a row, but it's almost never that guy that's obviously going to win the Cy Young. I think
you got Clevenger.
I chose Charlie Morton, man.
Okay, I'm gonna go Garrett Cole, and my backup is Bieber. I know I can't have a backup, but because I'm a Yankees fan, I'm gonna give you an alternate just in case. Bieber fever. AL Rookie of the Year. Like I said, I think that the White Sox should play this guy. I think they will play this guy. I think it's gonna be Luis Robert. I'm in love. I am in love.
The problem with Rookie of the Year is that I don't know who's gonna get called up or not.
But that's why I think teams that are out of it, they should just play their rookies because there's no minor leagues. You're going to have to send them to an independent league somewhere or something. I wouldn't want to risk my guys on that.
You know what? Depending on if these guys get enough time this year, I think Brandon McKay is going to be on that opening day roster. So my first choice is Brandon McKay. He is a Shohei Ohtani-esque type of guy, pitches and hits for power. But if not him, I completely forgot about Nate Pearson being on the Blue Jays. If Nate Pearson gets his shot in the big leagues and just blows people away with his 100-mile-per-hour fastball, then I also think so. I'm basically going with two pitchers for Rookie of the Year, either Brendan McKay or Nate Pearson from the Blue
20
Jays.
games against the Yankees. Nate Pearson will see the Yankees probably, so he's going to get annihilated. I'm just letting you know. I'm going Luis Robert, I said. But you also have Gavin Lux. You also have Jesus Luzardo, like we said before. You have Casey Mize.
Gavin Lux is
fucking beast.
Gavin Lux is a National League, my friend.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the NL. Sorry, man. My bad. We're not doing that today. We're not doing NL today. So, all right. So I got Luis Robert. You got who? McKay? Is that what you said?
I'm gonna go McKay first choice. Nate Pearson backup. If he's actually on that opening day roster.
Again, Yankees fans, if the team stinks this year, I apologize. My comeback player of the year is none other than Giancarlo, Mosaic and Farlow, or whatever whatever John Sterling says. Giancarlo Stanton. So Stan's going to hit 40 home runs in 60 games. I'm kidding. He'll hit like 25 and a half.
So what do you kind of comeback player of the year? Like a guy that missed time or a guy that was just absolute like ass last year?
I think it's somebody that missed his time.
Just somebody that misses time?
Misses like a big chunk of time.
Then I'm going to go with none other than Shohei Ohtani. Comeback player of the year. There's no way that this guy has a horrible 2020 season. Shohei Ohtani, I think he will do some historic things this season. I think his pitching will show up better than hitting early on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm picking Shohei Ohtani, comeback player of the year, just because he missed all that time last year. And to me, it looks like he's back.
Yeah, okay. That's a good one, man. I like it. Thanks, so man. Those are our predictions. I'll probably see you later this week. We'll put out some content. We're going to watch the game together, Yankees game. I'm thinking about staying maybe Friday, too. We could watch the Red Sox game. Maybe we'll live stream. We'll do something. We'll figure something out.
We'll figure it out.
But we will be back to give you your NL predictions at some point later this week as well. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. Please follow me at MannyGo3 on Twitter. Follow that fella over there at Hova Mojo on Twitter. Follow the show at WT The Show. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Peace out, everybody.
Take care.